of the world. Please put your hands together and welcome the table topic master, Aritra. So, good evening, Toastmasters and dear guests. Good evening. As a table topic master, I'll be giving some topics. Hopefully, you will like it. And I'll request a handful of the crowd and the guests raise your hands and speak accordingly. So, I'll go with the earn is what we all have in common. Why is it important to prioritize and control the prevention of plastic ban? Anyone of your views and share. Yeah, sure. Uh, it's important to prioritize and control and prevent the use of plastic bans. So, what's your views on it?
Hazardous.
So, you can say.
What you will ask me question?
It's very important to prioritize and control the use of plastic bans. So what's your views on it?
Dear table topic master, all the Toastmasters and guests here. The use of plastic should be limited. So there are various types of materials. When it comes to polymers, it's hazardous for the health, and recycling of it is also hazardous. In fact, my friends have done a project. They had done a project on plastics. What they have done is that they boil the plastics within the cooker, and after melting at some point of time, they have separated the polymer material out of that and the fuel. So that liquid, what it comes out of that, it can burn. So can you imagine what kind of material it is that if you consume or if you use too much of plastics, it is very dangerous for health. It can also cause cancer or kind of diseases on that. So, however, coming to the practical scenario of limiting plastics to be a challenge. So we have to introduce eco-friendly materials. Likewise, Marita was mentioning in that break. So we should not use plastic. Use regular traditional equipments like keyboard, one dabba. Make sure that our essay shouldn't carry the parcel of fruits. Back to you.
We should all limit the use of plastic bags and rightly said by the Toastmaster said. So we all love tourism, but does tourism really destroy our nature? We all love places, but does different places, but does tourism really destroy our nature?
Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. A month back, I went to this beautiful place called as Devta Chandrashila. It was a trek for 7 days. And here I came to see the lush green the nature had to offer me and the beautiful snow-clad mountains. We had to trek on one of the days from Chopta till Tungnath temple. I hope you all know what Tungnath temple is. It is the biggest Shiva temple in the world, and this is where most of the charitable donations or charitable work is carried on from here. While I was trekking there, I noticed that it is a pilgrimage place where a lot of them come out here to worship Lord Shiva. And we had to trek to this place and then trek all the way to Chandrashila. When we started our trek in the night at around 2:30 a.m., of course we couldn't see what was around us and we were nicely enjoying the starry night and the cool breeze and we were trekking on top. While we reached there at the peak of Chandrashila at around 6 a.m., we saw the sunrise. We were mesmerized with the beauty that the nature had to offer. And when we were trekking down, I was saddened to see how much of plastic wrappers and how much of waste was there on the same path that we trekked to go to Chandrashila when we were going. It was it was devastating to see that people were just eating and throwing it right there, although there were bins kept. So what we learned from that trek is that I know that we can always reuse or recycle certain things, but there is one thing that we can do is to reduce waste. Now what I'm doing is this is an important lesson that we learned in our trek, and now I'm trying my best to reduce my carbon footprint by trying to carry my dabba wherever I go. Instead of buying, I used to earlier buy Decathlon water bottles, and they used to always leak, and then it's like okay, fine, maybe just $100, go back and buy another one. Now I bought a steel water bottle which cost me about 1.2K and I carry that everywhere. So I am trying my best in order to reduce my carbon footprint even while I'm traveling. I request all of you also to do it and so that our tourism industry can actually look prettier wherever you go. Thank you.
We all love tourism, food places, but we have to limit the use of plastic bags and control them. So, I read in an article like one third of globally produced foods ends up wasted making food waste a huge problem. Making food waste a huge problem. How do you think we can control this problem?
Mom, Akshina.
One third of globally produced foods end up being wasted and making food waste a huge problem. How do you think we can tackle this problem?
So last year I was in a hostel. So like I studied in a hostel for 1 year, and I know the food over there. Like we used, I always felt like I want it, but then as at times I was like, she wanted it, and then like half of my plate used to go to the food. But then I knew that what I'm doing is wrong. But then I can't just stop feeling. Like I couldn't taste. I mean, I couldn't. Have that food. But then when I came back home, I could like have proper home cooked hot meal. Then I was like, then I got access to the internet. Then I got to know like how many people are sleeping without food, how many children are suffering from malnutrition. That made me regret like why did I even waste that food? Like there are so many people who would want to be in my place. Then I don't know what else to say. It's just that instead of regretting, you can start doing what you want to do in the future now.
In today's world, we all are going green in any aspect. So, do you think as humans we are doing the sufficient in going green?
Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. My name is Kamal. I think we are not doing enough to actually go green. So, what I see whenever I observe people who are driving or who are going about their day-to-day life, I don't feel that people are actually considering about the environment or about going green. So, it's both ways, like probably it's on a individual and personal level that you should try to do this, as well as there should be a policy and push from the government and people at the top who
can give direction to individuals and the society as well. Both of them could be done. I think we can become more greener in terms of achieving in terms of achieving the goals that we can set for the country as well as for individual purpose. So probably some of the things that we can try is avoiding using individual cars and all those things. Probably carpooling, that could be one of the green initiatives that everybody can try, and even using public transport, which can actually help reduce the carbon emissions. So these are some of the things that we can try, and push from the government should also be there, which can actually encourage people to use more greener ways of actually living. So these are the things that I can think of right now.
I want two people to volunteer with the topic Save this planet or Building Another One. So, this is like a debate. Yeah. And guest. Any guest? Any guest you want to huh? Please. Hey, what about? You are sitting yeah.
Fusion.
Save this planet or build another one. Build another one. So I think that is not an extreme possibility. We should save the planet because we have only one planet where the species are alive and the species do exist. And we are lucky and we are here. So I would prefer we should save the planet.
I prefer we have to build up planet because there's already lots of damage happened to the planet, which can't be rebuilt, or you can't reverse the process. So if you start from starting, you can at least know the process of making it and understand the value of it before destroying it. So I feel that's better to create a new one like Mars, like Elon Musk, like new things. Fill your time. You just fill your time. Wait.
So, building a new planet will again start with destroying some things. So, it cannot happen from you need something to build something. So, you'll be taking it from the same earth and trying to build something. So, it will be expensive as well as in the name of building something, you will be destroying something in that. So, without the only way we are left out with is to save the planet rather than trying to build a new planet.
What I feel is, we want to do something good. If there's evil in it, but still if you do something, the end result is good, the process is good. That's what we believe. Or it's in Bhagavad Gita, यदि कर्म अच्छा है, जल भी बनता है. मतलब, the karma is good. The process or whatever bad thing it is, the end result, it's good.
The way we take to build anything matters a lot. It is not only the end result. So the path that we take might destroy a lot of greeneries in the planet, a lot of things that we might be taking away from what we have, and always better to save what you have rather than building a new one, because that would be expensive as well as you will the building new one is not something known to anyone till now, and is it even possible we don't know. So better what we have, safeguard it first, and then think of building. Building something new is not bad, but safeguard what you have is very important.
What I feel is using the sustainable things, sustainable development. Using solars, we can use rocket to create new planet or whatever we're trying to build. Using solar, using sustainable things. But using sustainable things, if you build new planet or whatever new thing, it is beneficial and it does not hurt the other sentiments in the planet.
As the science says, you can only transform from one form to the other. You cannot create anything new in the universe. So I believe safeguard this. Rather than you cannot create anything on your own without taking the component from the earth or whatever, from earth or universe, whatever from available place, but you will only be transforming from one form to the other. You are not building anything new from this time without having the whatever is required to build. So I believe we should safeguard first and then.
Ajit. Thank you everyone. Hope you have a great day.
topics. I like to give you a topic. So, your topic for today is table topics are like blind dates. They are short. This topic is table topics are like blind dates. They are short-lived.
Thank you, Modi, for such a lovely and interesting topic. Blind dates. You all now we are living in the 21st century, and all so many dating apps have come. There are blind dates. See, the girl we haven't known, haven't chatted, but you have to go and meet, book the most expensive restaurant in every city, and you have to go over there. And again, and there are favorite topics. What will come? Any topic will come. So we have to anticipate and anxiety. So it blood pressure level all goes up. So both are similar and goes parallel.
You know, just a few weeks back, I went with my friends to a pub, and after a few drinks, I became high. And I didn't want to take, amount. I remember my social responsibility and want to take the car